AI coding just got a lot better. It used to be that we relied a lot on the AI and what it knew already out of the box. But more recently, we can use tools to search for files, to decide which files to look at, to decide which piece of a file to edit. It's a lot better than it used to be just a week ago. I'm going to show you two of the best tools right now for having AI do most of your coding work for you. I'm going to have them do the exact same task and see how they perform. Let's jump in. I'm going to try Windsurf, and I'm just going to ask it a question. Rather than having it write code, there are basically two modes. You can just say, I want to know about this code base. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to set it to chat, not to write. And I'm going to ask it about search in this project. So let's see how Windsurf can handle it. Searching the code base. Let's see what it got. I guess it didn't find what it was looking for, so it's going to search more. Yep, this looks really good. Because this is right. This is how the code works. So good job, Windsurf. The test here is basically, did it find the right code? And in this case, the answer was yes. Here I've opened the same project in Cursor. I'm just gonna give it the same prompt, see how it does with this new agent feature. See that I selected agent, which you currently have to do. It's not the default. So let's see how Cursor handles it. So I actually skipped ahead because Cursor's been sitting here for about a minute, but there we go. Cursor does search on the code base. Now it's checking another file individually, and there we go. There's a result. So what did it give us? And it found the same information as Windsurf. So good job. This is accurate. So now we're actually going to have the AI write some content for us. Let's see how it does. Here we are back in Windsurf. Now let's have it do something fairly self-contained. Let's have it make a snake game using the web browser. And we're off. Let's see how it does. There we go. We're done. Now let's see if we can play it. There we go. Here's our game. Let's try again. All right, moving. There we go. Well, this works. Good job, AI. All right, let's try the snake game with Cursor this time instead of Windsurf. And we got to make sure to select agent. And here we go. All right, there we go. Seems like it was fairly quick. Let's accept the changes and let's run it. Well, it's a little bit hard to get started, but once you get going, the app seems to work. Which is not all that surprising, but it is nice to see nonetheless. There we go. So the Better App Award definitely has to go to Windsurf in this case, because there's this bug where it's very hard to start a new game if you're not actively pressing a direction. And even if you are, sometimes most of the time it just refuses to start the new game. But credit where credit is due, somewhat dark color scheme on this snake game. Good job, Cursor. But this would have to be fixed, and I'm sure we could fix it by just telling Cursor to do a better job. But this is good enough. Good enough for the test. After all, starting with an empty directory and using plain web technology, we would expect that to work. So where does all that leave us? Well, these two tools are pretty similar. The functionality is better than what came before. If Cursor hadn't have updated, I might have switched over completely to using Windsurf for all my side projects. I'll try them both out over time and see if either one gets noticeably better. My sense is that once we get a new AI model, something new from OpenAI, something new from Anthropic, integrated with the better tooling that's coming from tools like these, like Cursor, like Windsurf, then we're going to get to the point where certain types of development are completely unnecessary for humans to do. And thankfully, I would say, UI might be one of them, especially web UI. As someone who spent a lot of time, who put in those 10,000 hours to understand CSS and JavaScript and all that, I would still much rather not have to write it. If I could just come up with the app idea and tell the AI what I want and have it build it, that would actually be quite nice. So I'm excited. Maybe AI is coming for your job, maybe not. But either way, if you're writing code today, your job is likely getting easier if you're not doing something super specialized. The tools that we have are quite good. and they seem to be only getting better. See you next time.